Welcome to English 112. My name is Dan Miller and I'll be an instructor for this short session course. If you found your way to this video, then you have certainly seen this page. This is the course homepage, and here you'll find your announcements. And I've already posted a welcome announcement for the course. You'll also be able to see things that are coming up due. Over here on the left hand side, you'll see the course navigation bar. Course homepage is going to bring you back here. If you need to reach me, can't find your copy of the syllabus or something like that, when you click here you should be able to see a link to my email. There's also a course information, and here you're going to find an overview of the course, a link to the syllabus, which we're going to talk a little bit about, as well as a calendar. It'll give you the actual due dates of the major writing assignments that we'll do this semester. And there's some discussion forums set up that I'll use throughout the semester. The most important part for you really is right in here with coursework and course resources. Under coursework, you're going to find a link to each week, and those will open up the Sunday before the new week starts. So on January 18th, the following week will open up. When you open up one of these folders, which you'll find at the top, is an overview of the week. I also list recommended due dates for all the assignments, and I try to list either links or the actual activity themselves in the order in which I'm suggesting that you complete them. So you'll be able to see everything that you need to do per week by clicking on the actual week tab under coursework. Another thing that's under coursework is the EVA explanation, as well as the actual EVA. The EVA is just an enrollment verification assignment. So because we're an online course, if you don't complete this assignment by the deadline, what's going to happen is you'll just drop from the course entirely. I have it linked right here, and actually if you go into our first week's folder, you're going to see a link that's just going to take you back to that page so you can open it up. The other box is the course resources, and in here you're going to see that you have this folder is probably the one that you'll get the most use out of. This first week I'm asking you to review all the materials in here. But you may want to go back to them periodically to double check things, just clarify some things. The last little tab are grades. So underneath the course information, you're going to see that there's a link to a syllabus. And if you open up that syllabus, it should look something like this. You'll have your dates on it. The one thing that I would like to highlight is this right here. This is a short session course, and we're going to move very quickly. We have about 8 weeks from start to finish to do what we would normally do in 16 weeks. And that means that assignments are going to come due a lot quicker. We'll just be moving through things a lot faster. I encourage you, if you're struggling, to contact me to let me know what I can do to help. I don't have regular office hours because I do not work full-time at CPCC, nor do I have an office in which to hold office hours. So if you need me, contact me via email. I do my very best to respond as quickly as possible to any correspondence that I receive. A couple of things: the census date, January 20th. Again, if you've not completed the EVA by January 20th, in this case for this course, then you will be dropped. And here's your date for withdrawal. As we move through, I'm not going to read the entire syllabus to you. It is your responsibility, however, to read the entire syllabus. And the EVA assignment is actually questions about the syllabus. So as we scroll down through it, a couple of things that I do want to highlight or just kind of point out to you: the grading policy. Everything that we do, essays, discussion forums, activities, make up your final grade. There are occasions when I may read something but not grade it. Grading scale is a 10-point grading scale, as you can see here. And your 4 major assignments, the does it fit argument is worth 10% of your overall grade. The Rogerian argument is worth 15%. The visual argument is worth 15%. And then your final formal research paper is worth 30%, for a combined total of 70% of your overall grade coming from those 4 assignments. The weekly discussion boards are worth 20%, and then all the other activities that I ask you to complete are worth 10% of your final grade. For the discussion boards, you are expected to respond to at least 2 of your peers each week, as well as your initial response. All responses, unless otherwise stated, will be at least 200 words long, and your responses to your peers need to be meaningful, meaning there's some substance to it. You'll see that if you have more than 2 absences, and since this is an online course, that represents 2 weeks of non-participation in the discussions, it will result in a failing grade. A few things just about plagiarism, academic integrity. I do want to point out that plagiarism both involves theft, actually submitting one or more parties' whole or partial work as your own. We use SafeAssign, which typically catches this pretty easily. So if you're borrowing things from other people, you need to give them attribution and make sure that you're properly citing your sources. Every paper that we write, everything that we submit will have a works cited page, will have an in-text citation. If you don't submit a works cited page, if you don't have your proper documentation for the assignments, you won't get credit for those assignments and you risk failing the entire course. Self-stealing is one I like to point out, because some people don't quite understand that this is a form of plagiarism and can result in failure for the course or for an assignment. If you submit a paper to me that you submitted to your English 111 instructor as a brand new paper and it's really not, you may receive absolutely no credit. So keep that in mind. It is okay to reuse topics that you've used before. It is not okay to simply resubmit a paper that you've already submitted for another class. You can look over all the rest of the information. We will be using MLA citations, so you want to make sure that you're familiar with it and that you check out the resources that are available to you. Deadlines are due. Everything is due by Sunday each week. If you submit beyond Sunday, I will subtract 10 points for every day that it is overdue. Anything that is over 1 week overdue, you'll simply receive a 0 for. So one thing that is just kind of keep in mind is that while it's okay for us to disagree, it's never going to be okay to be disagreeable, and you're expected to maintain a polite and respectful manner at all times. Keep in mind that there are times when we're going to ask each other to read over our work, to give us some feedback, and we just need to make sure that we do that. If you become intimidating or threatening or otherwise disruptive to our online environment, then I reserve the right to go ahead and dismiss you from the class, which I've not had to do, and I hope that I don't have to do this semester. I'm looking forward to a really good semester. We are going to move very quickly, so please make sure that you're checking your CPCC email, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me directly. You see my email address here. But I hope you have a great semester, and I'm looking forward to the work that you create. Thanks.